What's going on, guys? It's Gamebook back with another video, and today we're playing a game called Edgar A. The overall portrait, the game book, I believe. This is chapters, so I'm gonna do the different chapters. So if you guys mess with it,
you choose game mode.
Okay.
Start. Put in your headphones.
Alright, let's get it. Put on your headphones, guys.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Hope you guys
The
enjoy.
Oval Portrait.
If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button and turn your post notifications so you never miss out on more spooky games like this.
Apennine Mountains, Italy, 1838.
Yeah. Appalachian Trails.
I found a trace. This way.
Press the spacebar to reveal the rest of the story.
Let's get it.
I think I can see the path.
Close. They're close. Let's find out what they're debating so much.
Sir, it's dangerous out there.
My dear Pedro, what would the life be without satisfying curiosity with a little adventure?
Sir, I strongly insist you not to stray from the path.
Stay where you are, Pedro. Be right back.
Press the spacebar to reveal the rest of the story.
Nice. Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Sneaky rogues. Poor Pedro would have nothing to scrape me off the bottom of this abyss. I owe him an apology for my recklessness. I have to carefully step back.
Word.
Is everything alright, sir?
Indeed, my friend. And thank you for your concern.
Yeah.
Here!
Oh.
Did something happen, sir?
I can hear music.
Music?
Yes. It's drawing me to something.
I don't think I can understand it, sir.
Neither do I. But trust me, this time I'm not going to mindlessly risk.
Nice.
Something's there.
A danger?
Something more. Our fate.
Oh well, that's chapter. We're gonna do. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna do a few chapters after this short. So we got chapter 2, the music. Let's get it.
Attention! Slippery stones!
Careful, Pedro. Our horses are definitely not Pegasi.
I hope the trail will be gentler beyond this slope.
It's getting good. It's getting juicy.
Let us pause for a moment, my friend, and listen to the music of this little creature.
Let's do it.
Have you ever wondered, dear Pedro, why a bird sings?
I
Sometimes.
think, sir, that he wants to interest the bird maiden in his petite person.
Can a bird really want something?
Yeah.
Do we create beauty and harmony by the power of our will? Or do they flow from the nature of the world?
I don't know. That's a good ass question. I was like, do I hit the
Grove
spacebar?
at last.
It looks like more travelers are using this trail.
I wonder, sir, if we can make it to the pass before dusk.
Nights can be cold, and there are dangers in the shadow of the mountains.
Oh damn. Chapter 3, Bandits. No, it's gonna get juicy now.
Let's stick to the road.
This reminds me of that scene in the Borgias where they kill the oh geez, what's his name? One of the kings is like not letting Lucrezia have her baby, and the assassin like murders him.
It's suspiciously quiet here.
The path looks safe.
My horse became anxious. Keep your eyes peeled, Pedro.
Sure. Have you heard?
Yes. Keep the dagger close at hand.
Bandits!
Go! Don't stop!
Oh damn. This place is gonna be haunted. Damn, I see him.
Sir, you are bleeding.
Chapter
Try
4.
to dress the wound.
Path to the castle. Oh shit.
I'm afraid I can't go any further.
Let's at least try to walk around this mountain in front of us. We must find a shelter from rain and wind.
Yeah. Just find like a whole bunch of rock formations and make a door like in Shrek. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do much. Okay. Just watch out for like bears and other stuff. So that's it.
The sun had been set above an hour, but the horizon still retained somewhat of a saffron brilliance, and the whole dome of the sky had an appearance of transparency, peculiar to this enchanting climate, which seemed to diffuse a more soothing twilight over the reposing world. In the southeast, the outline of Vesuvius appeared distinctly, but the mountain itself was dark and silent.
So, I'm afraid Vesuvius is in a different province.
Don't worry, Pedro, I haven't lost my mind. The fever brought me an excerpt from a novel by a great writer.
Who's your favorite writer? I like Edgar A and Emily Dickinson, my favorite one. And Shakespeare and all that. But my favorite one is Emily Dickinson.
I can see the castle. Hold on a little longer.
My fever had been excessive and of long duration. All the remedies attainable in this wild Apennine region had been exhausted to no purpose. My valet and sole attendant in the lonely chateau was too nervous and too grossly unskillful to venture upon letting blood, of which indeed I had already lost too much in the affray with the banditti. Neither could I safely permit him to leave me in search of assistance.
Word. Chapter 5, the courtyard. Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, is anyone here? We need help. Hey, travelers indeed. We have no hostile intentions. Sir, it looks like no one's here. The buildings are well kept. Probably the owners have recently left.
Oh damn. Looks like an ambush. It's like an Elden Ring boss about to pop out. No? Okay.
Hold on to me, sir. I'll get you on your horse. Wait here, sir. I'll
Just-
be back in a moment.
Did you just have a fever? That's it? But it was attacked by the bandits, so.
Please lean on me. We need to get to that door.
What the devil's face is that?
Sir, it's just your reflection in the mirror of the well.
Nonsense. He's emerging from the fires of hell, looking at me. He's alive!
Please, sir, let's go. It's just the water taking on the color of the setting sun.
What? What is he seeing? What does he see, dog? I wanna see.
We are already at the door. You will arrest in a moment. Damn, it's locked. Sir, hold on to that railing. I have to use the pick lock.
Damn, that quick? I see you, Pedro.
Let's go.
The chateau into which Pedro had ventured to make forcible entrance, rather than permit me, in my desperately wounded condition, to pass a night in the open air, was one of those piles of commingled gloom and grandeur which have so long frowned among the Apennines, not less in fact than in the fancy of Mrs. Radcliffe. To all appearance it had been temporarily and very lately abandoned.
Oh, damn. Chapter 6, The Turret. Oh, snap. We'll do until chapter 10. We'll do chapter 10, then we'll stop if it's not complete. Okay? Damn, it's getting juicy, though. What? Okay.
We established ourselves in one of the smallest and least sumptuously furnished apartments. It lay in a remote turret of the building. Its decorations were rich, yet tattered and antique. Its walls were hung with tapestry and bedecked with manifold and multiform armorial trophies, together with an unusually great number of very spirited modern paintings in frames of rich gold and arabesque.
Do you have a big ass monster in there? The chambers. Oh, snap.
In these paintings, which depended from the walls not only in their main surfaces, but in very many nooks which the bizarre architecture of the chateau rendered necessary. In these paintings, my incipient delirium perhaps had caused me to take deep interest.
Oh, wait.
So that I bade Pedro to close the heavy shutters of the room, since it was already night, to light the tongues of a tall candelabrum which stood by the head of my bed, and to throw open far and wide the fringed curtains of black velvet which enveloped the bed itself.
Sounds comfy as shit, though. Just saying. So it's nighttime and they found
I
a
wished
part.
all this done that I might resign myself, if not to sleep, at least alternately to the contemplation of these pictures, and the perusal of a small volume which had been found upon the pillow, and which purported to criticize and describe them.
Get some sleep, bruh. It will help, dog. Oh, damn. Chapter 8. The volume.
I need to walk quietly so as not to wake Pedro.
What? Where you going, dog?
Long I read, and devotedly I gazed. Rapidly and gloriously the hours flew by, and the deep midnight came. The position of the candelabrum displeased me, and outreaching my hand with difficulty, rather than disturb my slumbering valet, I placed it so as to throw its rays more fully upon the book.
Alright. Can't sleep, I understand.
But the action produced an effect altogether unanticipated. The rays of the numerous candles, for there were many, now fell within a niche of the room, which had hitherto been thrown into deep shade by one of the bedposts. I thus saw in vivid light a picture all unnoticed before. It was the portrait of a young girl just ripening into womanhood. I glanced at the painting hurriedly, and then closed my eyes. Why I did this was not at first apparent even to my own perception. But while my lids remained thus shut, I ran over in my mind my reason for so shutting them. It was an impulsive movement to gain time for thought, to make sure that my vision had not deceived me, to calm and subdue my fancy for a more sober and more certain gaze. In a very few moments I again looked fixedly at the painting.
It's haunted.
That I now saw aright I could not and would not doubt, for the first flashing of the candles upon that canvas had seemed to dissipate the dreamy stupor which was stealing over my senses, and to startle me at once into waking life.
Damn, dude, this is good. Should you give it a thumbs up if you enjoy? The oval portrait. Oh, snap, let's get it. One more chapter after this.
The portrait, I have already said, was that of a young girl. It was a mere head and shoulders, done in what is technically termed as vignette manner, much in the style of the favorite heads of Sally. The arms, the bosom, and even the ends of the radiant hair melted imperceptibly into the vague yet deep shadow which formed the background of the whole. The frame was oval, richly gilded, and filigree Moresque. As a thing of art,
Okay, girl,
nothing
it's
could
okay,
be
girl.
more admirable than the painting itself, but it could have been neither the execution of the work, nor the immortal beauty of the countenance, which had so suddenly and so vehemently moved me.
No, this is good. Ah, damn.
Least of all could it have been that my fancy, shaken from its half-slumber, had mistaken the head for that of a living person? I saw at once that the peculiarities of the design, of the vignetting, and of the frame must have instantly dispelled such idea, must have prevented even its momentary entertainment. Thinking earnestly upon these points, I remained for an hour perhaps, half sitting, half reclining, with my vision riveted upon the portrait. At length, satisfied with the true secret of its effect, I fell back within the bed.
Have we seen the picture yet?
I had found the spell of the picture in an absolute lifelikeliness of expression, which at first startling, finally confounded, subdued, and appealed me. With deep and reverent awe, I replaced the candelabrum in its former position. The cause of my deep agitation being thus shut from view, I sought eagerly the volume which discussed the paintings and their histories. Turning to the number which designated the oval portrait, I there read the vague and quaint words which follow.
Maiden and the artist. Oh snap.
She was a maiden of rarest beauty and not more lovely than full of glee. And evil was the hour when she saw and loved and wedded the painter.
Right.
He, passionate, studious, austere, and having already a bride in his heart,
Okay, girl. It's okay, girl.
she, a maiden of rarest beauty and not more lovely than full of glee, all light and smiles, and frolicsome as the young fawn, loving and cherishing all things. Hating only the art which was her rival, dreading only the palette and brushes and other untoward instruments which deprived her of the countenance of her lover. It was thus a terrible thing for this lady to hear the painter speak of his desire to portray even his young bride. But she was humble and obedient, and sat meekly for many weeks in the dark, high-turret chamber, where the light dripped upon the pale canvas only from overhead. But he, the painter, took glory in his work, which went on from hour to hour and from day to day, and he was a passionate and wild and moody man who became lost in reveries, so that he would not see that the light which fell so ghastly in that lone turret withered the health and the spirits of his bride, who pined visibly to all but him.
Damn. Damn, dog. Getting fucking deep. I know I said 10, but just getting good, bro.
Yet she smiled on and still on uncomplainingly, because she saw that the painter who had high renown took a fervid and burning pleasure in his task, and wrote day and night to depict her who so loved him, yet who grew daily more dispirited and weak. And in sooth, some who beheld the portrait spoke of its resemblance in low words, as of a mighty marvel, and the proof not less of the power of the painter than of his deep love for her whom he depicted so surpassingly well.
Life and death. Let's get it. I don't know how long this is, so.
But at length, as the labor drew nearer to its conclusion, there were admitted none into the turret, for the painter had grown wild with the ardor of his work, and turned his eyes from canvas merely, even to regard the countenance of his wife. And he would not see that the tints which he spread upon the canvas were drawn from the cheeks of her who sat beside him.
Some layers of fear shit right there, bro.
And when many weeks bed past, and but little remained to do, save one brush upon the mouth and one tint upon the eye, the spirit of the lady again flickered up, as the flame within the socket of the lamp. And then the brush was given, and then the tint was placed, and, for one moment, The painter stood entranced before the work which he had wrought.
Wish there was like more pictures. It's alright though.
But in the next, while he had gazed, he grew tremulous and very pallid, and aghast and crying with a loud voice, "This is indeed life itself!" Turned suddenly to regard his beloved. She was dead.
Oh damn. I don't know if it's over, so I don't think I've read that one, dogs. Alright guys, that was the story of the oral portrait. If you guys want me to do the other thing, I forget what it was, but if you guys want me to do that, I will. Just show this video a lot of love. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, share with friends, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.